Oh my God. Let me tell you something, man. They can hate Julius Malema. They can hate him, Julius Malema. But Julius Malema is the only hope we have as South Africans. Let me change the screen. Julius Malema is the only hope we have in South Africa. Let me see. Good. Let me tell you something, man. They can say what they want to say about Julius Malema. But Julius Malema here in South Africa, here in Africa, is the only we have. Especially when it comes to talk about the land that people from outside come here in South Africa and done whatever they've done to our ancestors. The thing of like the land must return for the rightful owners. And to do so is EFF because of you can see all other parties they don't care about you. Other parties they don't care. The only EFF, the one that focuses on the land must return. The dignity of the black child must return. Parties like MK, parties like Maybe We Africa are the only parties that focus on Africa dignity. They're only parties focused to be all equal in this country. And that those parties we need to take themselves.
Der EFF itloswa e ka se fete le 1 year ha ba ya conferencing ya bona the doomsayers ba re itloswa ntwe ha ona mo e ka yang ba re bitsa hore ke e feta fela ha itlo nna kganthe a ba tsebe hore we are permanent residents.
We are permanent, and since I went to different schools, different universities, and people are dominating there, as students, black kids who want to see us become equal because the only thing that we need to focus on is the reason what we are today, the state of what we are today is because of apartheid. If you don't know the state we are as a black unity, as a black, to stay in these townships, to remove us to our mineral resources, to remove us to our fruitful land, so they can benefit from that, is because of apartheid. And this man is only men who stand there and speak the truth and get hated. And us as Africans, we need to stand with him.
Of South Africa, of Africa, we are not going anywhere. Reina, we are inspired by Cuba, the July 26 movement. We are inspired by Fidel Castro, who went to the grave. Alwana, he has never given up. Like Fidel Castro, we will never give up. Like the July 26 movement, we will never give up. Why are we not giving up? Because socialism has not been attained. We will only give up when socialism is attained, and socialism can never be attained in South Africa only.
You see, like when I say like this man is a person we need in this country, and it's like he will never give up, even though like South African they disappoint him sometimes. While he's the only man who stand for us, while he's the only man who fight for us, and he said like I will never give up for you guys, even though you guys lose hope. But when times goes, when you face difficulties, you come to EFF. When you're not treating well, you come for EFF. And he mentioned those people who are staying for their countries, not giving up, willing to die for their own people to live their best life. This is what Julius Malema was doing. This is what Julius Malema is doing, to do everything to make sure his people they get what they deserve.
It must be attained all over Africa and the world. That's what
That's good, madam. I see very well. And people say like, Malema want to destroy this country. People who are benefiting. Look, those people who say like, Malema want to destroy this country. Look what the cars that drive with. look where they are living. And then they're going to say like, oh, Malema want to destroy this country. There's no such things.
What we are fighting for, we are not fighting against the ANC. We are fighting for socialism.
They need to socialize everything. Everything must, because like socialism is like nationalism, to nationalize everything, to nationalize banks, to nationalize land. Land must return to the state, owned by the state, and everyone want to use the land must go there. So like, I want to use this land for specific things. I want to use this land for specific things. You understand? So like to socialize the part of it. Everything must be socialized within this citizen of this country. But we don't have to go with the citizen of this country. The land must return to those who've been forcefully removed from their own land.
Comrades, Rena, Harley EFF, we represent black people all over. Le bao ba nang le badimo ba bo Africa, when they are found everywhere in the world, we are fighting for those people.
Fact, that's what EFF do, man. EFF is fighting for a black child. EFF is fighting for black child. Whether you like it or not. So like we are fighting for everyone. Everyone in Europe, in China, in Arab. It's like we are fighting for them. Just imagine, so like we are fighting for every black child because of the life of black child in matter to EFF.
So when you see a black person in Europe, when you see a black person in America, you must know that that person is your brother, is your sister, and we are fighting the same cause because we are the rejected people of the world.
Viva, man. I don't understand people. I don't understand people who don't like Julius Malema. I want to see like everything is good. I want to see everything is going well according to the plan because of like we face Wi-Fi difficulties. And there's a thing of like, dog, not like I'm saying to change our South Africa. And because of I heard this thing of like they want to change South Africa to Tanzania. Tanzania, not Tanzania. Tanzania, not Tanzania. Because of this is our country, man.
Comrades, EFF in Ale 9 years only. Marawi Sheba, Yente Musebeti, Wamokatlo 190 years.
Facts. EFF is 9 years. Like now, I don't know when they shoot this video, but this time was giving the speech of to people, and lots of young youth like me were not presented to this information that can help us to understand why should we vote EFF or why should us become EFF. Is this action that I took so like we need to be EFF members to change our country, to change Africa. It done lots of work, man. People are always complaining, hey, they treat us like this, they treat us like this, those kind of issues, but this man,
They were 9 years. Sometimes oppose our heaven. 9 years. It looks like this organization has been around for too long. We have more than 1,100 public representatives all over South Africa. We have members of legislature in all the legislatures of South Africa.
come on, now then I'm coming. I'm coming. A lot of youth, they are coming under EFF. A lot of youth, man, they are just waiting. So like, this is the only party that's going to help us to achieve what's stolen from us. This is the only party.
We've got members of parliament, members of NCOP We've got councillors in almost all municipalities within a space of 9 years. We are not just there. We are there to make impactful impact on the lives of ordinary people.
And we saw it, man. We saw the work of EFF. We all know the work of EFF. Even though, like, the youth, as people are going to be responsible for the future of this country, we understand the impact Julius Malema come with. We understand the life he changed to the black, even building houses, even give us voice. It's even remembering us to say, like, this is your land. This land is being stolen during apartheid. This is all focused on remembering the dignity of the black child. To say, like, the land must be returned. This land was stolen. The dignity of the black child must be returned. Just this is the person, man. This is the person, Julius Malema. Saying, like, those kind of issues, no one have done that. No one have shown how much they love South Africans. They love Africans. Even though, like, some South Africans that are against EFF because of, he say, I'm not going to treat our African brothers so bad because of one day we're going to need them. He said, like, these people, one day we are going to need them, so I'm not going to allow you to treat them bad because of you don't like them, because of most of blacks in South Africa, they don't like I don't know what's happening with us, man.
Harimo kabaka la ditulo re chaza ko apara disutu re ke rena makhanselara ha re apare disutu re apara di overall.
Good. You dress overall. Overall means on its own, it shows like this person is ready to work. This person is ready to offer the service to its own people in their own community. That under EFF, you can see ANC dressing suit, but they don't deliver. They don't deliver. There's a problem. So you focus on, say, like, us, we are not wearing suits. We're not wearing suits. We're wearing overall to show like we are ready to work. I don't know if he's going to explain that way.
Why do we wear overall? We must remind ourselves on daily basis that we are at work. We are not here for nice things. We are here to fix South Africa, and you can't fix without an overall. We are not for palace politics. We
Wow, Lemas. You are right, my lead. Yes, this is my leader, man. The leader, the one and the only.
We are here to dirty our hands. President Wasaftu Onabu Wamona Abonchaure in the universities. It was the EFF that reconscientized the unions and said to the unions that which you are fighting for all along and you're not winning, we are going to win it for you. We insourced workers in the universities because the unions were in bed with management and had forgotten about workers.
So I don't know, like, these people, our people, they don't see. I don't know, our people, they put blindfold that they don't see the work of Julius Malema. I question myself that, so, like, these people, they don't know, or they act like they don't know. This is the question I'm asking myself, like, say, like, this man doing this beautiful job like this, and when it comes to vote, he get lower votes. when they face racist, when they face racism, when they face discrimination, when they face all these kind of issues that have been happening during apartheid, they come to EF. Don't know, or they act like they don't know. They don't see the work of EF is doing. So I believe after watching this video, your mind is going to be different. I believe so.
The students on their own, like the president of the student command said, the problems of the university are a problem of society. And
Definitely. The reason why I say like that is because of the problem of the students, the problem of society. Those kids are going to bring change to our communities. They're going to bring change to this economy. Those kids, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do.
therefore, don't get involved. Those workers are our parents. And when they are insourced permanently with a good salary and pension funds and medical aid, we know they will take care of the youth at home because our youth are unemployed. So
Don't talk about the you see like when talk about the case of unemployment rate, the case that won't talk about the Malema. It's so sad, people they have degrees, they're sitting with their degrees at home, um, 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 sitting with all degrees at home because of like now they're enough, Malema. And you see like the strategy, your strategy to say like when the land is returned, people they can able to open their own business. This is why I love you. This is why I love your mindset, your mentality when it comes to that. To say like, to say like, when the land is returned, we can build our own houses, we can build our own businesses, we can build our own product and serve to our people. This is what we're supposed to do. This is what we're supposed to do. And like now, I'm going to speak like this about high unemployment rate, and I find out like there's no solution. In that, it bothered me a lot.
the student command, the EFF, exists in almost 250 campuses. It is the only organization that exists in such campuses. The EFF made sure the security guards are insourced in Johannesburg, in Tshwane, in Ikuruleni, in PE. All our councillors have put a motion to say all workers must be insourced.
So you guys you are sleeping on Julius Malema. I just want to understand like why these people. Um, Listen, look this guy. These people, man, they're always shaky when we talk about our future as African. When we talk about we are responsible to change Africa. We are responsible to change South Africa. Pratt group go to pay Ubers, black day money. I don't understand what he's saying. You, as a young black man, you as African, you as watching this video, you are responsible to change the country. No one has come to save us. No Chinese man, no European man, white man, or no Arab man, Muslim man coming here in Africa to change our country unless us the owners of the lands. No Chinese, no Indian, no, those people are coming here to develop our country. We need to start with what apartheid done to put us in the townships, to remove us to their own land, and they put us in the townships. We are still in the townships in our own country. Us as a youth, we must take responsibility to change this country. When the land is returned, we must start to open businesses. When the land is returned, we must run our own farmers. When the land is returned, we must be the part of economy. We must start to employ people from outside when the land is returned. When the land is returned, we don't have to get employed by foreigners in our own country. How can a foreigner employ us in our own country? Why is like that? What is the different mindset between those two things? Why is someone coming from Europe, someone coming from China, someone coming from Arab countries and employ us in our own country? Yeah. How do you allow? How do you allow something like that? And Julius Malema is the only way, the hope we have. Julius Malema is the hope we have in Africa. He's the only hope we have for black dignity. Don't black people they think like white men can change this country. You as individual, what are you doing to change this country? Why not vote for EFF? Why you allow immigrants running businesses in this country? You see them by yourself. So you think like this can go to be changed by a white man? Why you don't change by yourself?
And we can guarantee you that the workers are going to be insourced like we did in places like Johannesburg and in many other universities. Today, it is the EFF that has given hope to the petrol attendants that
You know, like this video, Malema done it long time ago, but there's a time where like there's illegal immigrants working in petrol stations because of people they want to save money.
finally someone is speaking about us. No political party, not even NGOs, have ever spoken on behalf of petrol attendants. We are so ordinary to an extent that the living and working condition of workers such as petrol attendants matter to us.
Viva EFF, viva. This man is speaking life to black child. He's speaking live. That others are going to come here and speak whether they want to speak. Others are going to come here and speak whether they want to speak. Speaking that doesn't make any sense. Coming here like and talking and talking. I saw like older people. I was like, how? Older people say, hey, Hunavarat. He don't talk about the land. You don't talk about the land must be returned. You don't talk about historical injustice. What happened to ancestors? 46 years of apartheid where our parents were being not treated like not human. We are bringing those memories in 2026. We are talking about apartheid in 2026. We are going to interview people, say like, what do you say about the AFF?
Today, black professionals are able to speak back to their white racist bosses who are abusing them and violating their rights at workplaces.
Facts. Before, during apartheid, as a black man, we were not able to speak back to a white boss. As a black man during apartheid, you were not able to be like sharing your opinion, right? As a black man during apartheid, not now, because of why EFF. They know because of EFF. Now we tell them, hey, Baba, this is not apartheid. This is not Europe. We tell them this is Africa here. Apartheid finished. You understand? We tell them like now. We don't have time to play.
Le bona ba di journalist ba. Amakhoa ba tella ba bua. They can now speak back because but ba di journalist ba. Ne ba ngwala ditori ba fa di sub editors and editors tsa makhoa. The editor tela tsa makhoa di change story.
Just imagine Just imagine. You're like, man, this man, he's very smart. This man, he's our hope. This man, he's our future. This man, he's big. This man called Julius Malema. Very big. Very big.
completely of a black journalist.
Hmm.
Today, have I changed a story? A black journalist is able to say to a white sub-editor, an editor, remove my name and put your name. Because you are not going to write such false stories in my name. But
Because of EFF. So if you don't understand Sepedi, these are African languages. If you don't understand Sepedi, say like now even black journalists they can speak for themselves. They can take a story and then submit to a white man or white lady. Then they change the story under his or her name. Now they say like no, put your name there. Don't write things with my name. Because of what? Right there because of what? Type them in. You say because of EFF. Because of EFF.
in the past, they couldn't do that.
Mm.
But
In the past, it's apartheid. In the past.
they were getting shocked the same way we're getting shocked. But the EFF has planted black consciousness and confidence amongst black professionals, including black journalists. Baganogana, Marabali one, Batseba Lebonor, yo, Yerzamile EFF. Because Rezama, all black people.
And he's speaking the truth, man. He's speaking the truth. It started to become normal, like now talk about our land, become normal to start to sing about our children struggles. It's not normal to talk about our feelings because during apartheid, our parents were so scared. Our parents they went to 46 years of apartheid, treated like they are not human. Our parents they went through that stage. So like now it becomes normal. We can just talk. We can just you know we can just we can just talk things we want to talk. We can talk this we want to talk. We can express our feelings. We can talk about the past apartheid like now, and even others they are afraid of the truth. And like now, Malema is multiple. Malema is me. Malema is EFF members. Malema is everyone. People who join Malema is because of they think like Malema. They want to see things happen in this country because of Malema. So like people do so happy say like Malema is going to jail. Hey, Malema is this. You are joking. Me, I will tell you, you are joking. He's going nowhere. And he will be the president of this country. Like this guy who emotional got high because of his Malema is in charge. So the emotional going on, you say things that you are saying.
Comrades, we are a generation of economic emancipation, and we must never allow a situation where our people are undermined in the presence of the EFF.
Yes, Malema. Yes, Malema.
We are not existing in the papers. We exist on the ground. We have built a strong organization to an extent that in the 4,300 wards in South Africa, there is no single ward without a member of the
Yes.
EFF.
Even like now I'm planning to make sure like every student, every university in South Africa. So like this is my plan as the fighter to this is my plan as a fighter, right? To say like to say like I want. This is my plan as a fellow to say like I want like every university there must be EFF students to share the weight, to spread the weight of EFF, even the plan of EFF when the land is returned.
Anywhere in South Africa, every corner in South Africa, you will find a red beret because we are the hope of the hopeless masses of our people. Born a 9-year-old, Yenabari Itlo Shwa, in less than a year, has got more than 8 deputy mayors in KwaZulu-Natal alone. Why am I mentioning KwaZulu-Natal? They were saying we are a tribalistic organization that will only exist in Limpopo. We have mayors in KwaZulu-Natal.
Shab, you work very hard, Malema. You are big. And people they're going to see all those who hate Julius Malema, they hate the truth. The truth that already Julius Malema spread, the truth that the youth is talking about, the truth that me I talk about, the truth that you are listening and you are going to talk about. This is what Julius Malema created a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Not in Limpopo, because we are a national organization and we exist everywhere.
But drink.
Comrades, the EFF, Safety President said it, is in each and every factory floor. We are speaking for workers. We are speaking for students. We are speaking for communities. There is no space in South Africa where you will not find the EFF.
Leadership. I think I was a leader. No late application, but you can go to inquire. Or like what play. So how I play this so what about fair space? No, let us first. Link. Yeah, come play like I need to have.
We fought successfully against a Gupta criminal syndicate. When everybody was scared of the Guptas, we confronted the Guptas, and we stand here proud today that we defeated the Guptas. We are not saying the Guptas captured the state. They did not capture the state. They were stealing tenders. There is a difference between the capturing of the state and corruption. They were engaged in corrupt.
Yeah. Even today, so guys, I was busy with my family. I want to see like this thing's was taking away. Hello? Good is proper. Even today, we're still fighting for corruption. Even today. So we're waiting for Mandla Commission inquiry to happen. So we can focus on these issues like this that happen in South Africa. You can hate EFF. You can hate EFF with all we have. You can hate EFF, but like when this is the future. This is the future. You hate EFF, you'll be okay.
Activities, we joined forces with other political formations, we defeated them. The most powerful criminal syndicate.
You always defeat them. You always defeat them.
Today, we are the only organization that is confronting the white monopoly capital. When
Buwa, Malema, buwa. Buwa means talk. Talk, Malema, talk.
everybody has accepted white monopoly capital as a messiah, we regard them as an enemy of our people. We are gathered here today, all of you here, with t-shirts, with food, with buses, without money of white monopoly capital. There is
I love it, Malema. So when you say like we are gathered here, all the t-shirt, you listen very carefully, you black man, you black child who think white man is going to save South Africa. They'll never save it. They are here to eat. You say like we are gathered here, all t-shirts we are wearing, the buses, the food, without any man of white. Because of like now we see black people, hey, we need Apartheid was better than this one. Hey, this one is bad. Let me give you a good example. This is a good example my name is giving you.
no white monopoly that can claim that they've donated anything here. We don't need them because they stole enough from our people.
They stole enough. They stole enough. They stole enough from our people during apartheid. Even like we are still benefiting while our people are still struggling. 32 years. After 32 years, they are still benefiting. You don't understand the life we are living here in cash, MDreacts.
And we are going to confront them and we are going to fight them. We are going to defeat them because we want our land back.
Good, Malema. Viva, viva, viva. The land, man, in 2026, we're still in the land issue. In 2026, we still want our land.
It was only after the formation of the EFF that the land was debated in Parliament. Our people were consulted about the land question by Parliament, even though the ANC sold out. The reality of the situation is the EFF put the land question firmly on the table, and that land question is being attended to.
Our EFF is fighting, guys. EFF is fighting. They can say things they want to say. They can come with their whatever they want to say. But the only thing me I'll tell you as individual, as a citizen of this country, as a black child who lost everything during apartheid, who still live in the shack, live in the township, where crime is high, where no one cares about us, even ANC, but only EFF. By speaking this truth, it gives us energy to raise our voice about the land that's been stolen from our forefathers.
Want to recommit and tell our people that the land will be returned into the hands of our people in our lifetime.
Oh my God.
Serious dictation was driving me crazy. So I switched to whisper flow. Here's why I'll never go back. First off, it actually gets it right.
Like, this guy is disturbing us now. This guy is disturbing us. Talking about harassment. you know. And I noticed one thing, even like the youth like now, they notice to say like we must be part of politics as the youth. We must start to participate, right? We must start to talk about our land, right? This is our youth. The youth, they focus on that. But in 2026, we are still in the land issue. The land question that must be returned to our people. That's where you're going to beat poverty in South Africa, right? You know very well. That's the only way we're going to beat whatever is happening in our own country when we get our land back.
Today, everybody speaks about free education. They could not talk about free education before the formation of the EFF. Parliament debated this matter. The EFF put a motion in Parliament and said, let's pass a law and a resolution of Parliament to have free education in South Africa. The majority, working with the white parties in Parliament, voted against the free education.
Oh my God. So fast. They say we should take their money. Because I have to explain this. They say where we should we take the money. Just thing I have to debate about all the time. But I get things like this. And I always like if they said they don't want us to get free education because we have nothing, they stole our land, they remove us from our own land, they benefited our resources, they benefited from our land, those kind of issues.
But when they leave Parliament, they come to you and lie to you that they will give you free education after they voted against it. Today, we speak about the state-owned bank.
State what? I didn't hear very well. You speak about state what?
We want a bank that is owned by the state.
Oh, state-owned bank. Okay. Okay, Gahoot. Let's go.
And this bank must be the one that give workers of government the bond at a reasonable cost. This bank must help finance the orega ha dikoloi tsa basebetsi ba mmuso because there are a lot of workers in government who
Malema give hope and confidence to ordinary and professional blacks. They know, man. There is a work of EFF. Give these people hope. Give our people life. This is a work of EFF. We know it and we act like we don't know it. And I want a lot of I keep busy. Young to keep busy. They good meeting me. You good meeting there?
don't qualify for subsidy,
You good
who don't qualify
meeting.
for car finance, yet they're saying they are working. Why? They are not the target market of the commercial banks. So this missing middle needs a bank that is going to help them. And that bank can only be owned by state because It will not be driven.
Busy, okay. Hey, what is that? What's that? How? Guys, like to work at home is a problem. But this is part of my work. Let me do like this, guys. This is the part of my you understand? And then this kid will sound like, yeah, I'm saying I'm busy, I'm working here. I'm working here. Then we come. Guys, I'm working here. You can't always say like I'm in the job. I'm doing the job like now. As you speak. Yeah? You can't say like now I'm doing the job. Come on, guys. Let's focus on the next president of this country, Julius Malema. These kids will come here and then they will disturb me while I'm doing the work. In the work. While I'm doing the work. Let's listen to the next president of this country, Julius Malema.
Driven by wanting to make a profit at all costs. Today, everybody stand up and talk about the state bank because the EFF has made this reality possible.
You make everything possible, Malema. Everything you talk about, my brother, you make it possible.
Even in Parliament, there was a bill which the ANC is trying to hide away on the establishment of the state bank. Tito Mboweni, if he was not a coward, he said we must have a state bank before he became a minister of finance. After entering Ministry of Finance, they gave him Zimbas because his mouth was full of Zimbas. He was no longer talking about the establishment of state bank.
You, just you, building your app on base 44. Describe it. And it's real.
I feel like this person when before he get the Minister of Finance, it's like we want to have the bank that's owned state by our own people, by our own government, so that the rates can be low. So that the rates can be low. But he failed to do so. He failed to do so because we wanted to make the rates to be low.
Comrades, EFF in many municipalities removed corrupt mayors, corrupt municipal managers. EFF in municipalities removed and opened cases against councillors of the ANC who were selling the land to our people. They got arrested. Some of them even got fired because of the efforts of the EFF. Why?
Look, oh man, if like guys we voted EFF like 10 years back, because they're nice, no, not 10 years, 5 years back, we not have today in Parliament called there's a Monday Inquiry Commission, something like that. We will not have that because we all know corruption in this country with all what he have. He's fighting corruption with all. So if you put someone like this in today's, we're not going to have the interviews that the man is being eaten. We're not going to have the 360 million from police, what tender, what that Ken Matlar was involved with, allegedly. We're not going to have those kind of stuff themselves. But it's not like we don't take him serious because of if like we don't take him serious, we'll say when we are attacked, when we're experiencing those things we're experiencing, to call Julius Malema. Because this is what we are doing when we face hard times, we call him.
Saying this, we are not just talking about fighting corruption. We are practically, physically, on the ground, fighting against corruption. We are
It's like we're not just talking about corruption. We're not just being, hey, para corruption, hey, corruption, this. He said like we are practically there, doing things in the right way. Make sure they do the right thing, they follow the right procedure. He said like that.
identify corrupt elements, we isolate them, and we make sure that they get exposed. Only the EFF SRCs give a main EFF is leading.
That's so beautiful, man. Because of the other kids who are like in as far as is not entering in time, needing food, and they can't focus. Just imagine you need to attend class, you need to write exam with empty stomach. That thing would be bad. You need to study, you need to write a test, you need to write an exam with empty stomach. That is a problem. That is a problem. So I need to check how many minutes I have. Um, I need to check how many minutes I have to see because I don't want to make it long. We were like, when we done a long video, people didn't watching. It's long. It's kind of boring type of thing. But I just want to make it at least 1 hour, 2 minutes, or 1 hour. But then let's move forward. Like I said, there are stages where like people don't have food in university. They have something to eat. You say land was stolen. What land was what land? Which land? You have given no proof. What a land? The first thing you see, like people asking this kind of question, you ask them where you come from, who is who, because of they think like this thing of like things stay in Africa or in South Africa for years makes you like it doesn't make sense. That's why like people who stay in America for long, for 1,000 years, they even call African American. At the end, they are African at that point. Same to you, if you can stay here in South Africa as a Chinese or as a white, you'll never be African. You'll be a South African if you stay in South Africa. If you stay in Ghana, you'll be a Ghanaian. You'll never be African. That's why like majority of black people as we have culture. So our culture does not include Christians or Muslim. Us as African, we have no business with Muslim, we have no business with Christianity. So the person asked me a question, so like which land? The land of our sisters, the land of Africa, the land of South Africa. You can ask that question to Europe, not here in Africa. You can ask those questions there in Europe, not here in South Africa. Here is the land of the black child. Africa, the land of the black child. So I think like people they must start to make this with it. So like Africa is the land of the black child. Africa. People they are shaking, man. People they don't want the truth. As a black people, we have nothing. As a black people, we have nothing, but we have the truth. As a black, we have nothing. We are still in the shakes. We are struggling because of apartheid. But the only thing I will tell you, we have the truth that we're going to talk about to expose yourself. You're going to expose yourself.
The EFF makes sure that it prioritizes sanitary towels in campuses where we lead SRCs. Why? We don't about things we don't do. In the EFF, in the past 9 years, we never made promises. We made commitments, and when given an opportunity to lead those commitments. Comrades, the EFF is the only organization that fight every beginning of the year to make sure that the children of the poor are registered at the universities, at TVET colleges, free of charge if they don't have money.
Definitely, we see it every day. If you can go to varsities there, if you can go to varsities, we see it every day. Like these people are going to strike for those students who don't get the funding and maybe like didn't get stipend, and EFF will be standing there singing and fighting with the people who are responsible to make sure everything is going along. And we see our leader Julius Malema there in court, make sure everyone take responsibility, everyone takes accountability. We see like Malema do that. Make sure everyone take responsibility, everyone takes accountability. That's the bit the people we need to build this country, to build Africa. And they need to understand that as Africans, we have nothing. We cannot betray our own brothers to impress people from outside. The good example I'll do about the White Afrikaner. This is a good example about White Afrikaner. White Afrikaner government is going to take the land back to its own people. They call Trump because they understand Europe is home. The reason they call Trump is because they understand home is Europe. But even like these people, they have good relationship with other Africans. They will call maybe Ghana. They call maybe Botswana, Lesotho, and what to say like Lesotho, please help us. Or because they say like we like it show us where you come from. It show us your roots. Even like these people, they say like because obviously we can't naturally so not based on the laws because the laws are the ones say like if you stay in South Africa for 10 years you become South African, but to become African is your surname, is your name, is your culture that makes you African. As we don't have business with Muslim, we don't have business with Christianity, we are African. I hope I
Register for free. When we say these kids are going to register and the management refuses, we kick the doors. We don't open the doors. We kick the doors for the poor masses of our people who are deserving of free education.
Kenwil. Keep quiet, drink. Keep quiet.
No one will ever say that there is any other party that has successfully fought and registered a lot of students in South Africa than the EFF, because we believe in the future. That's why we are obsessed with making sure that the youth of South Africa get education.
Facts, man. But here's well, as you know, like other Africans, man. You know, like other Africans. They say like we are blessed. Other Africans they say like we are blessed to have Julius Malema like this. They don't know like Julius Malema is multitask, is multi producing. It's producing us. As we're going to be on those stands, speaking to our people, getting our land back. They're talking about us people are youth because they think when they get rid of Julius Malema, EFF is dead. This is just beginning. They think when they get rid of Malema is multi recruiting African who's going to take this country. This guy who's speaking it. So they say like, hey, Malema is being arrested. Hey, they enjoy him. Hey, Malema is being arrested. They don't know. They don't know like there are lots of Julius Malema outside here. They think like when Malema is going to be arrested, they're going to stop the hearing the truth. They're going to stop of the land must be returned. They're going to stop of nationalizing everything and all become equal. They're going to stop making sure the dignity of a black child is returned. The historical is fixed. No, it will never happen. We will stand as the youth. We will fight back from the land of our forefathers.
In the EFF, a corrupt councillor who takes bribes from ANC connected the light of the day. When corruption is brought to our attention against our own members, we act against our own because we believe that we cannot deal with others if we can't cleanse ourselves from corrupt elements in the. So if you are still thinking of being corrupt in the EFF, just leave that thing. It's not going to help you because we are going to deal with you decisively.
But look what the leader we have. Look what the leader we have. Yeah? Look what the leader we have. God, we are blessed to have Julius Malema.
The EFF. Comrades, in Johannesburg, the EFF bought a building and built itself a head office that is named after Winnie Madikizela Mandela. There is no any other party that has achieved it with the name of a monopoly capital company. Shell House after Shell. And then
The reason they do about Winnie, ANC man is I never believe ANC run this country. I never believe when they say ANC, I was like ANC does not run this country. So like there are people who still shaky about the land question, but as a youth of this country, as a young boy of this country, seeing our people still suffering today after years while still have the land that must be shared, we are going to fight. We are going to fight for the land. We are going to fight for equality. We are going to make sure everyone is equal because we can't have people from outside owning 70% of the land and the owners of this land owning less than that. MD Nekat, stay true. Bye.